Yeah, he had a shot at Trent. Trent just broke the tackle. He was coming off pretty hard.
him down, but he's got a first down on the 40. So a good job by Millard to hang on the ball. Thompson hit him immediately and brought him down.
But it is a first down, so Millard moves the chains. Right now, Randy, you've got to give the edge and the momentum to Millard. They've had the ball longer here in the first quarter. They're moving the ball more effectively, and they're doing it primarily through the air.
They really are. They've made a few decent runs, but most of their gains have been 8, 9, 10-yard passes.
Absolutely. They've got
4 to the right side now.
To the right.
All the way. We got quads, yeah. I think the ball's going to the right side, and it did, and it's intercepted. Holy cow, Robertson just picked it off, and nobody's going to catch him. What a lead by Robertson.
And let's see if the official can find a reason to throw a hanky.
I don't see a hanky, no. But that's a pick 6, the second one of the game for the Red Devils, and that one will count.
Yeah, first one didn't count. Robertson read that.
What a beautiful read.
I think that had to have been talked about this week in practice.
Well, you get 4 guys on one side. Where the heck do you think the ball's going to go?
It's going to be a bubble screen out there. The one guy behind the other 3 blocking.
And Robertson just slipped his guy and stepped in front of it and took it to the house. What a great play by number 4 to get the Devils on the board with 2:37 to go in the first quarter of play. Devils finally get on the scoreboard. And it was defense that did it.
That was a 61-yarder, Randy.
That was a good return.
61-yard interception.
Here's the snap. It's up. Point after attempt is good. Count it. Devils on top, 7-0. And we will be right back in 60 seconds to listen to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports.
Kathy Mattingly wants to talk about your dirty laundry. Everyone knows how Kathy does business.
Things going to fall down.
Responsible, dependable, Moab Wash and Fold commercial laundry service. Fast, friendly, and affordable. Are you overwhelmed by your business laundry demands? Are your laundry expenses out of control? Moab Wash and Fold commercial laundry pickup and delivery service at a price every business can afford. Call 435-210-8322.
Moab and Fold, a proud sponsor of Red Devil Sports. Grand Tire Pros, and so much more, providing you with alignment, shocks, struts.
Boy, you could see him coming.
Suspension.
He could just hang on, and he did. That was fantastic.
Grand Tire Pros, with tires for wheelbarrows to semis. Stop by for a free tire air check before you go on.
And it will be back. Got 2 guys back deep. Dante kicked the last one out of the field, so back
in the end zone.
Touchback back in the end zone. Here he goes. Here's the boot. High kick, going to come down to about the 5.
They like to do a little trickeration here. They're going to huddle up.
All the Devils. And they got him. No, he's trying to get away. Number 77 is bringing him down over there. He's going to go down about the 20, 21-yard line. I couldn't tell who had the football.
That's the whole point. They got 4 guys together around the ball, and then they huddle up so the Devils don't know who has the ball, and one of them comes out with the ball, and the other 3 act like they have it. But after all that mumbo-jumbo, they get it out to about the 21 or 22-yard line.
Yeah.
So much ado about nothing.
That's when you send a missile right down into the pile.
Just a scud, huh?
Just go. One guy just go pile it up. See who he takes out. It's 1st and 10, the Eagles. They spread it out. Bring a man in motion. Fake the handoff. Go back the other way, and he is hit. Smith just took him down in a loss. It would have been a loss of 8, but they're going to stop forward progression, not let him quite get that bad off. Smith did a great job, 66.
Well, the flow of that play went around the other side, and then they countered back towards Smith, and Smith did a nice job staying home.
He did. He stayed home and beat the defender. And Reedhead holding up the middle of that line right now. Reedhead doing a great job.
Yeah, Reedhead, Smith, and Gage Hansen are our 3 defensive down linemen.
Those guys are tough. There they set, trips right side, looking to the left, and nearly picked off Bruin, just over Bruin Metter's hands as he jumps up but couldn't get a hold of it.
That was the best coverage that Metters had here in the first quarter, as he was right on the guy, didn't give him as much of a cushion.
I agree.
Yep.
So Metter did a nice job of getting up in the air and having coverage, but what I liked about it, he was right on him, Jones. He was right there with him.
Yep. Absolutely. You've got to trust your safeties. If you've got help over the top, stay with him short. Take away that 10 to 15-yard curl or out and let the safeties have help over the top.
Yeah, if everybody does their jobs, that works real well. You just got to kind of trust them and let them do their job.
Yeah.
I bet you. All right, here they come. Trips to the left or right side this time. Devil defense got 2 up close, 1 back deep. Here comes the blitz up the middle.
Reedhead.
Downard is all over. Reedhead takes him down. Downard and Reedhead just pile it up and get him.
Yeah, Reedhead, first one
and
there. Smith was helping on that as well.
So what a good job by the Red Devils.
That's going to bring up a 4th in eternity here, 4th and
long way.
20.
You're the accountant. You tell me.
I'm going to call it about 4th and 22. We'll call it unofficially.
That works for me.
And a half.
And a half. Like those decimal points. I like those.
Whatever it is, they're going to punt. Millard is going to punt.
Yes, they're going to punt the football. Red Devils are back.
We just jumped off sides.
We did not.
Yes, we did.
Are you kidding me?
It's only a 5-yard penalty. They're still going to have to punt, but it is.
Yeah, but why give them 5 yards, guys?
A brain flatulation for sure.
Oh, my hell.
Well, let's not swear on the air.
I can't believe that. You're kidding me. All right.
That was
Roberts back deep.
Braden Trout
for the Red Devils. There's a snap. It's a good one. Punt is up and away. It's going to be a line driver coming out.
Oh,
Robertson didn't get it. It's picked up by Millard. And you think we don't miss Dakota Johnson about now? How about that?
Yeah, Robertson had to come up and make a play on that punt, and he was indecisive as to whether or not he wanted to catch it in the air or catch it on a bounce. And
come and get the ball.
He tried to field it on a bounce. It took a funny bounce from his hand, and Millard right there to recover it. So
1st and 10, Millard. Hell of a pass play, huh? What do you know, with your foot? Got it down to the Red Devil 46-yard line where they have a 1st and 10. And that was just a mistake that he hadn't been back there all year.
Yeah. Well, he's got to turn the page and let it go, and so do you,
let it go.
Day.
I will now.
Okay.
It's gone. Red Devils on the defense. There comes a man in motion to hand the ball to him. He gets hit, but cuts it up the middle and gets piled. Hit pretty good there by Dante Wells. Wells put a good shot on him.
Yeah, but it was a good run. He picked up 6 or 7 on the carry.
Yeah, about 6 yards, I'd say. 2nd down and 4.
That's number 20, Jackson Wardle. One of the most effective runs that the Eagles have had here in the first quarter, which
Wardle actually cut that up.
Look at the clock, Randy. There's only 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This first quarter's gone by pretty fast.
It has, and a lot of offense by the Millard Eagles, though. A lot more than the Devils have had. Our defense has got us on the board. Here come the Eagles, setting up man in motion. Going left side. Now we got a timeout by Millard.
That's their 2nd timeout.
With 18 seconds.
Yeah, that's not a great call there.
Not sure what that's about. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more action. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports.
It's not. Whatever path the students in your family may be on, the internet will be an important part of their journey. That's why fast, reliable internet from Emory Telecom is crucial to student success. Finding answers, exploration, presenting ideas. Faster speeds makes the web work better. As students head back to school, keep them on the right path with the reliable internet they need. Call or visit EmoryTelecom.com online to learn more.
Now, Bailey Shelton, I haven't seen him a lot this year out there, but he just flat lost where his guy was. Guy was breaking out of the pocket, took off, and made a big play out of it. Good job by the Millard Eagle quarterback.
I think he just got caught up in watching the quarterback and lost sight of where the receiver was.
Got to stay with your man. 10 seconds left in the quarter. First and 10 on the 11. Millard Eagles. There's the snap. They hand the ball off. The
Option
quarterback
left.
keeps it, options it outside, and Thompson runs him down for a loss of about 4.
We've defended that option really well so far.
It hasn't bothered the Red Devils defense. And that will end the quarter, so we'll be back in 60 seconds with more live action with the Devils on top, 7-0. But Millard Eagles knocking on the door. We'll be back.
The signs. Anasazi Realty. It's the sign of success.
Picked up about 6 yards at third down and about 8.5, 9 yards for the Eagles.
He got about 5 yards out of that when he got hit in the backfield, and he made all of it by himself. Good run, but it's still third down and about 9, and the ball is got to get to the 1 yard line for a first down. So third down and about 9. Millard taking their time getting this play off.
I think Millard has a decent field goal kicker. If they don't pick up a first down, it will be interesting to see if their coaching staff decides to kick a field goal or go for it.
Well, they've got to be real close on the cusp of getting that. Now they're starting to count finally. Quarterback under center. Second man through, left
Straight
side,
ahead.
and straight ahead, and they're just setting up for a field goal.
Well, boy, he drew a pile for 4 or 5 yards.
Boy, he did. That kid is tough number 5, and the Devils just didn't get anybody up under that to slow it down. And Smith kind of got pushed off the line on that one. So it's fourth down and about 4. And I bet you they set that up just so they can get in the middle of the field for a kick. Coach, I see him indicating kick with his leg, but I'm not sure what Millard's doing. Wasting time.
One of the coaches on the sideline was doing that, but the head coach in the huddle, I don't think, is thinking that.
Well, I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to leave that ball there now and go away with no points if I'm Millard.
They're not
going.
They're not in field goal formation.
They are absolutely going to go for it. You can look for that short pass for the quarterback to run it. Let's see what they do. They run the ball. The quarterback keeps it, and he gets stopped, and it's Devil football. He did not get there. There's no way.
It's pretty close, but I don't think he made it.
Should be Red Devil football. Let's see what the white hat says. Is he going to measure? Yeah, he's going to measure it. Probably a smart thing to do.
Well, the ball is clear down by the goal line. Let's update our listeners here, Randy, while they measure.
Okay.
10 minutes left here in the second quarter. Devils on top 7-0 in a quarterfinal game against the Eagles of Millard. And that lone touchdown was a 61-yard interception returned by Caden Robertson.
It is.
Looks like it's going to be short.
Devil football.
Just barely.
Man, I'm telling you, by 6 inches, Devil football. What a hold by the Red Devils. What a defensive stance. And so the Millard coach elects to not get 3 points. Would look pretty sure to me.
Well, the ball's on the 1 yard line or the 2 yard line, so the Devils are really backed up against their own goal line.
So they can't do any brazzle-dazzle handoffs, just run the ball.
They've got to get some straight ahead yardage here.
Run the dang football.
To get out of their own end zone.
And if you do a play action here, you can bet that everybody's biting on it, but you gotta make sure you know who you're going to. With Downard at tight end now, he's still in at tight end. So they're getting ready to go. Arbonne in there in the slot. 64 getting ready to come. Here he comes, and boom, they knock him out. And it is a touchback.
Safety.
And they're going to say safety. He was down first before the ball popped out, but Trout got killed.
Trout went to the right, lost a yard on the carry, but he got tackled 4 or 5 yards deep in the end zone.
Yeah, he was tackled in the end zone.
Yeah, he was not getting out of that.
That play was going no place. And so now the Red Devils will have to kick. Millard Eagles gets a safety. So that's 2 of the 3 they passed up.
Yeah, there you go.
And this is not looking like the same Red Devil football team.
Too.
And so with that being said, I don't know. That play took a while to get outside. I don't know.
Yeah,
I went straight up the middle.
I think you almost have to when you're that backed up against your own goal line. But maybe it was designed to, and Trout just bounced it outside because he didn't see anything there. You never know.
So we'll see what they do. The Red Devils, man, I'm telling you, we're going to stay right here and talk about what's going on. What have we got on updates on any of the other scores? We got anything going on?
I don't know. I can't get the internet back up on the laptop, so I don't have anything to tell you. I'll try to get it going and update you later.
Well, Dante Wells will be kicking the football, and back will be Millard at about the 20-yard line to receive it. And Wells, remember, a little ginger, but he seems okay now. He got up from one of the tackles, limping just a little bit. Devils still lead 7-2, but they're giving the ball back to Millard. And Millard should have pretty good field position after this.
Yeah, they've got to kick it from their own 20. That's what happens on a safety.
And so now Devils got to get down that field. And fly, baby. Here we go. Wells coming up to boot the football. There's the kick. It's a nice kick back to the 19. And now they all jump up, and boom.
Just kept it and gets tackled
down
right
he
where
goes.
they did the
What
huddle.
a nice play by number 32 for the Red Devils. And Stacy Randall has come down and leveled him at the 3-yard line?
You know, that
there's
little
a
play that
spot
they run there is just stupid, Randy. I mean,
I don't like it.
They just stood there until a tackler got there.
The missile came in.
They stay, they need to break that huddle quicker. They stay in that huddle for so long, it gives the coverage team way too much time to get downfield.
Well, what made it work for the Red Devils is the missile came in and hit it, and that's what made it work. Good job by Stacy Randall. 1st and 10 on the 25, and that was a very generous spot they gave him. Man in motion, comes to the right side, they hand it up the middle, and it's not going anywhere. Smith just crushes him, along with Reedhead
and
Thompson. So everybody in on that play. That's going nowhere. 2nd down and 10. 9:28 to go in the first half of play, and the Red Devils are up 7-2.
Kind of a slow-moving game so far in the first half. Not a lot, the Devils haven't done anything offensively.
Nope, single coverage out here.
For that pick 6 by Robertson.
I'm telling you, you're right. There is a single setback. Fakes the handoff, looks to his right side, throws it to 20. He gets hit and brought down. Thompson trying to rip the ball out. Heads up play there by 40. It's a 3rd down and going to be about 3.
Bailey Growett there on the Bailey Shelton on the tackle. As you mentioned, he had him wrapped up. Thompson came in and tried to strip it.
Tried to get that ball, and that's
Which is
smart.
what you do if you come in and the kid's wrapped up.
Absolutely.
But if you're the first one there, you've got to be the guy that wraps
Devils
up.
need a big push here. Let's get some action going, do some blitzing, and make some things happen defensively. This would be a good time to get the ball back.
Yeah, big 3rd and 3 here for the defense.
Huge. Quarterback up under center. 2 backs behind him in the I formation. Fakes it.
Option,
and
he
keeps it. He's not going to get the first. He's going to be very short, though. He's not going to get up too short. Let's see where they spot it.
Yeah,
he's
short.
About half a yard short. Or less. 4th down. Now let's see. It looks like punting team, but who knows?
Well, I would look for a fake or a long snap count here if you're the Devils defensively. You got to be heads up for anything. And Robertson hopefully learned his lesson last time. Either come up and make the catch aggressively or just get out of the way and let it bounce. Yep.
Yeah, don't just catch the ball. That's why you're back there. It's your job.
Don't jump.
There's a snap. Good boot. Gets a nice end-over-end kick. It takes a Red Devil bounce and is going to go back, be down to about the 39-yard line where the Red Devils will take over with a 1st and 10. 7:42 to go in the first half of play. 7 for the Red Devils, 2 on a nice safety by the Eagles.
Now, Randy, the Devils haven't had the ball a whole lot here in the first half.
At all.
You know, we had the turnover on the punt return. Then we had the safety when we had the ball against our backs against our own goal line. And so there really hasn't been any kind of offensive flow for the Devils in this game. Hopefully they can sustain a drive right here and establish that offensive presence.
They really have to. They're all just skittish as heck out there. They look uncomfortable. There's a snap. Arbonne hands it back off to Elmore, and Elmore gets tackled. That play, don't run that play again. It's taken too darn much time, and the backfields, they're back there by the time you get your second handoff. Well, a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, and Johnson is the normal slot back who runs that play. And with him out, Arbonne's in there.
It's just not running smooth.
Everybody's just playing a little bit out of position because of the injuries.
It's just not running smooth. Reedhead's out here on the wide out.
Yeah, this is a different formation than we're used to seeing.
I haven't seen this one. There's the snap. 20 on the blitz. He gets it out to Thompson. Thompson gets hit and drug out of bounds.
Maybe picks up 2 or 3 yards on the
doesn't get much
reception.
So the Devil offense is really struggling. Elmore's had one ball carry actually around the right side, and he got 12 yards. And hadn't really gotten going after that. Hadn't had another shot at it.
Devils do have good field position. Ball's at their own 40, so that's a positive. We're trying to find some positives here.
It's tough right now. Right, 6:48 to go in the first half. Devils 3rd down and 9, and they really need to get something going here. Eagles is coming, and they're blitzing everything. Here he comes. It has a man down the middle. Nothing.
Trout rolling to his.
Yeah, he rolled to his left, but he had a man in his face. And it's 4th down. Now, we were just 3 and out. It looks like to me we haven't played offense at all.
And we're not doing very well offensively.
Man, I'm telling you, that's scattered. Boys, that's scattered. 4th down and 9. And so they get ready to go. Out on the outside will be Roberts to come down. They got 2 guys, so look for a reverse or a fake reverse by Millard. They like that razzle-dazzle stuff on the kickoff. There's the punt. Wells gets a nice high kick. Fair caught. No, he drops it, and he falls on it.
Right back on it. Pretty lucky there for Millard.
Yeah, he was. Pretty darn lucky. All right, 7-2, and Millard has enough time to get on the board.
Oh, plenty of time left. 6.5 minutes here in the second quarter.
And the Devil defense has been holding in there, but I knew losing one guy was going to make your offense sputter a little bit, but
You know, when we played in Millard, if I remember right, Millard's line gave our offensive line a pretty good run for our money. We had to throw a little bit more than normal. We didn't establish a very good running game there.
Well, we haven't established really much of an offense at all today. Taking a look, Red Devils, there's a snap. On the defense, they got some pressure, but he's getting it down the field, and it's knocked away. 81, hit it with one hand. I thought he had a chance for an interception.
Yeah, if he could have got both hands up there, Bailey would have been able to have an interception.
Coach Wells is showing him, get 2 hands up, Bailey.
Yeah, that's Bailey Shelton.
But when you get called in and you're just nervous, I can tell they're just nervous. Offense is just really out of sync.
They are, but
is hanging in there. We're hanging in there. It's 7-2. We're ahead.
Like I say, I think you got to give credit to Millard's defense as well, because they, you know, the score in Millard, 40-7. We had to throw a lot to get those points. We didn't run the ball very well.
We had some big plays. Here they come. Miller bringing a man in motion. They give it to number 2. He cuts it up, gets hit, and finally brought down. But man, what a pile it took to get him.
Picked up about 5 on the carry. That's Caleb Kelly, number 2.
And Wells, the freshman, come up and made a pretty good lick on him.
Wells is a big, strong kid for a freshman. He doesn't look like he's out of place at all out there for a freshman.
No, he's playing heads up.
3rd and about 5 here from Millard, so a big key play here for the defense for the Devils.
And Devil defense has to just step it up here. I don't think you'll see that bubble screen for a while.
No, I wouldn't run it again all game if I was Millard's coach.
Well, they got trips to the right side now. Twins left, nobody in the backfield.
Empty backfield.
Showing a blitz.
In motion, takes
Thompson
right.
comes up. Got him in motion. He's going to be brought down for a loss of about 9.
Oh, man, that's a huge
Big
loss.
play by the Red Devils.
They gave him way good spot on forward progress, but he still lost probably 7 or 8 yards on the play. It looked to me like he kept running backwards before the contact.
He did. I can't believe the way they're marking this ball today.
Yeah.
It's not very good.
So Millard going to be forced to punt. 4th and 12, 4th and 13.
Yeah,
5 minutes on the clock, and the Devils going to get the ball back.
Back at the 45. There's the snap. It's good. The punt's up and high, away from Robertson. Robertson takes a good roll for Millard. Got the 40, and it's down. Red Devils will have good field position on their own 40 as they get ready to switch ends again. Here they come. So the Devils going on the offense. That was a great defensive play there by the Red Devils on that last one.
We haven't seen Trout run the ball a lot. You know,
Trey Meyer was in there. He just did a good job on that defense.
Yeah, Trey's just a sophomore.
No, just run Elmore around the outside if you can.
Or run Trout up the middle, but we've tried the double hand. We've just had too many mistakes on offense. We've had a couple fumbles that have sputtered our drive.
Killing us.
Yep.
Just run what you know how. Here they go. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. He's going to keep it. Trout will run it to the right side. And Devils just pushing that line. And Trout just hanging on to the ball, and it stops it. And he's still standing up. It just stopped him right there. So good job by the Red Devils. That's football right there.
That's 6
do it
yards.
again.
6 yards there on the carry.
Just line it up and do it again. You got 6. Oh, you got more than that. You got 7. Look at that. Don't you think that's 7?
I'm going to call it a long 6 because that's what I said initially.
No, you're going to stay with it. I don't blame you. I don't blame you there.
You can call it a short 7 if you'd like.
4:16 on the clock. Devils up 7-2. And they're getting ready to go. That was a great play.
And there's no disputing that.
That's just smash mouth football, my favorite kind. This time Elmore kicks it, breaks around. Elmore's got a first down, so Elmore running the football.
Nice spin move there by Elmore to pick up about 5 yards.
So a good job by Elmore to get the Red Devils inside of Eagle territory at the 48-yard line.
How many first downs do we have in the first half? I don't remember.
3 is all I can remember, and that was one of them.
Yep.
We have sputtered all day. Just run the ball like you know how. They haven't put this line to its test yet.
Yeah, we've got to simplify, I think, our play calling a little bit with Johnson out at the slot back.
Just run it at him. Man in motion, fake it. Going to keep it. Goes left side. Good run, first down. A 10-yarder. Just keep running that football like that, fellas. That's a big hole over there on that side.
That was a double fake there. They faked it to Arbonne from the slot, and then Elmore up the middle, and Trout just kept it after 2 fakes.
Went left side and had a big hole there.
Picked up about 12 on the carry, so nice run. Devils starting to establish a flow and a rhythm here on offense with about 3.5 minutes in the second.
That looked pretty good,
quarter. Yep.
7-2 is the score, and the Red Devils have a 1st and 10 with the ball on the 36-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun formation, Trout. Long count. Trout holding them. There's a snap. Hands it off Elmore right up the middle. Elmore just turns around. Elmore pounds it. Still going. Elmore hanging on to the football, and he'll stop forward progression. But Elmore is not letting go of that ball.
Yeah, did a nice job putting both hands on the ball, both arms, wrapped it up. Got about 9.
9 and a little. That's good run there. Now that's what you got to do. Just keep establishing that.
Yeah,
Randy, they gave him the first down.
Oh, wow, they did. They gave him 10.
So it's 3 minutes on the clock. 7-2 the Red Devils.
Second quarter
1st and 10
here.
on the 26. There's a snap. Double handoff. Arbonne tied up in the backfield, goes nowhere. Loss of about a half a yard.
It's just not the same play
that
with
is not
Johnson
the play.
out. Yeah, with Johnson out, that's just not the same play that we're used to seeing.
The timing's off. You see them waiting. They're waiting for the back to get there, and that timing's just simply not there.
If the Devils can score here, Randy, before halftime, remember they won the toss and elected to defer, which means they'll have the ball to start the second quarter. So a score here before halftime would be huge for the Devils.
Well, they need it with 2:30 and counting on the clock. Red Devils lined up, second down and 10, ball on the 26. There's a snap. Elwood around the right, or Elmore breaks it up. Elmore has a first down. Elmore doing a great job of running the football. First down, out to about the 13-yard line.
Picked up about 12 on that carry, and that time Elmore faked that second handoff to Arbonne, which froze the defense and opened up a running lane.
And he just piled it up there to that right side. Good run. And that's what's going to get it. Just run what you know how and run it right.
This is the Devils' offense that we've been used to seeing all year long, where they march the ball downfield and sustain drives.
And it's about time today. I was getting a little nervous.
I couldn't tell.
Oh, man, first and 10. Ball on the 14. There's the handoff. Double handoff. This time around to Downer, the big guy. He pops it around the outside. Downer puts his head down. He's close to a first down. He's got that and a little more. Let's see if he's in the end zone.
He's right at the goal line.
Man, that big guy, he's a horse to bring down. I think they got to put him in the backfield and run a fullback once in a while. That was a heck of a run by Downer. First and goal for the Red Devils. And the ball looks like it's going to be on about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, picked up 11 yards on that run.
Big play by Downer.
I like to see Nick running the ball. He ran the ball a lot as a sophomore and a junior, but this year he's really been more in a blocking role from that tight end position. He's done a great job, but I do like to see him run the ball as well.
You also got in there, you've got number 40 is in there, Watch Thompson. He could run this ball in this short yardage situation.
Yeah, he's the fullback.
There's a snap right to the quarterback. He's going over the right side, and he is in for a touchdown. And that is the Red Devil offense that I'm used to seeing right there. Line controlled the line of scrimmage all the way through that series. Good job, Coach. Good job. That's what you can do right there. 13-2. The Devils going to go for the point after right here. Wells, the kicker.
Minute and 40 on the clock, so Millard still does have some time potentially to put a drive of their own together before halftime.
Bryant Trout, the holder. There's the snap. It's a good snap. It's up, and it's good. All right, Devils on top, 14-2, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports.
pretty shaky there after
Well,
that
I'll tell
hit
you.
from Downard.
Down and put it on him.
That's Jackson Wardle. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, he took a heck of a hit on that one.
Millard.
Austin Johnson actually had a hold of him when Downard come up to finish it off.
My question here is, why is the clock not moving?
I don't know. I don't run that thing.
Clock should be moving.
I don't know why they got it stopped.
That was a first down. They moved the chains. It should have been start.
Finally.
Yeah, and that's been a good 20 seconds. It should have ran off the clock. It's ridiculous.
Well, I'm not too high on that officiating crew right now, I can tell you that. There's the pressure, and they're going to get him. Oh, Smith had him and just couldn't hang on to him. A good job by the Red Devils.
Stayed in bounds, which is good, but he did pick up about 4 yards on the carry. That's Brooks Meyer, the quarterback. Myers, excuse me. Now the clock runs, and it's under a minute, Randy. Millard does not look to be in too much of a hurry.
No, they don't, which is interesting to me. I'm not sure why that is. They got Twins right, Twins left, single setback.
Play action.
Looking down the middle. He's looking for place, and he goes down. Great job there.
Braden Trout, number 34. And Millard's going to spend a timeout here to stop the clock.
They're going to stop. That's their last timeout, I believe.
I believe
in this
it
half.
is, yep.
And so with that being said, we'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports. 14-2, Red Devils on top. And the Millard Eagles will have the football with a third down and about 7, ball on their own 42-yard line. So they've got to get a first here to do anything else. Otherwise, it's a Hail Mary after that.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, I think they're out of timeout.
Fake. And it throws it to the outside, and it is not caught in bounds. And so it's thrown. It was caught, but it was out of bounds, and so that will bring up fourth down.
And Millard looks like they're going to punt.
Millard,
4th and 7. If you're the Devils, maybe you just try to put a block on here, send the house, see if you can block one, get in field goal range before half.
That would be good because we got that great field goal kicker. They get ready. Here's the punt. Getting ready. There's a snap. It's a good snap. He runs a little to his right side and boots it. Robertson letting it roll all the way back. He's just so afraid to pick it up to the, I'm going to say about the 7-yard line. He's just not going to pick that up.
He's
gun-shy now, boys.
I'd be surprised if he feels another punt tonight. I mean, he's just going to let him bounce. And I don't blame him. I mean, you make one mistake like that and it's in your head.
Or the coach told him don't catch anything. That could happen too. Sometimes coaches say, look, just stay away from the ball. You're dangerous. But those mistakes happen. 25 seconds on the clock. 14-2. Red Devils on top in the quarterfinal games, headed into the semis next week. And it looks like the winner of this game will be playing the #1 team in the state in 2A, South Summit.
If you're the Devils here, you just maybe kneel on it, go into the halftime with the lead.
And that's what they do, and that'll end it. So we'll be back in about 7 minutes with your halftime show report. We'll get some stats, and we'll bring it to you. Wait a minute, they're winding the clock. I don't know why we're not winding the clock. Damn. Well, there you go. So Red Devils shouldn't have to run another play, and that will end the half. So we'll be back in about 7-8 minutes, and we'll let you know. Stay tuned for the halftime show It'll be brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power as they've been streaming along, and the Moab Auto, or not the Moab Group, come from Reese. All right, folks, we'll be back. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports.
Grand Tire Pros and
Life, home, auto, and business.
From delicate arts to flaming gorge, the capital city and round St. George.
At Big O Tires, we shop our competition daily, so we can guarantee you the lowest price on every tire, every day.
That's right. We guarantee the lowest price on every tire, every day.
Great stores statewide, wherever you go, we got you covered at Big O.
Serving the three-county area, Desert View Federal Credit Union is large enough to offer big credit union services while still putting a name with a face. With competitive loan rates, commercial and personal loans, online banking, 24-hour ATM, plus much more, Desert View and its members make decisions that directly benefit the local community. With a branch in Huntington and Farron, Desert View is your partner in your financial future.
Copy that.
That interception by Caden Robertson
Right.
that was returned for a touchdown. That took an offensive possession away from us, essentially. We scored on defense. And then Robertson dropped a punt and turned the ball over to Millard, which gave away another offensive possession.
That's correct.
So really, we're down 2 offensive possessions. Half in
The safety.
Yep.
And so we got to kick the ball again. And so when you look at it in that respect, you're right. We didn't get it, but when we got it.
And that possession on the safety, we ran one play. So even though that was an offensive possession and it counts as a possession, really it was one play, and
One
again,
play and out.
could not establish any kind of offensive rhythm or flow.
But in the Devils' credit, most of those yards on offense came on the last drive.
Yes, they put together a nice drive
real
before
nice
half.
drive.
They sustained and maintained a drive, which they've been doing all year, and which was good to see their offense wake up and come back to life.
They've been sluggish.
And, we get to see them operate like we've been watching all year, so that was a good thing going into the half. But some individual stats here. Elmore has 32 yards rushing, which is a very quiet first half for him. Trout, 21 yards rushing and 15 yards passing. Chris Thompson had a 2-yard reception. Nick Downard had a 13-yard reception and an 11-yard run. Trout had a touchdown. It was a 1-yard touchdown run, and then we mentioned Caden Robertson had that pick 6, which was a 61-yard interception return for a touchdown. So those are the 2 touchdowns on the board for the Devils, and not a lot of impressive offensive stats. I would say, I don't take stats for the opposing team. That's too much to think about, but if you think about Millard's stats compared to our offensive stats in the first half, I would say Millard probably has doubled our offensive output statistically.
Yardage-wise, they've won the game, but on the scoreboard, that's something that counts, that stat. And so the Devils are on top with a 14-2 margin. Let's talk a little bit about the other games that's going on in the regions that'll be happening right now. We got South Summit 33, the Broncos. Or San Juan, they're down 6, so that's going to be South Summit will play the Red Devils, looks like, if we get through this game.
We play the winner of that game if we can win this game, as you mentioned.
And it looks like Beaver is just tearing up American Leadership.
35-3.
And you got Delta, and they beat North Severe 27-14.
That's at the half, and so if we're fortunate enough to come out of tonight's game with a victory, Randy, we will. It looks like play South Summit next weekend, and those semifinal games will be at Weber State.
That's right, and that's a place we haven't done so well at Weber State. One of the things I noticed, it's going to be a repeat if we don't win. If Beaver ends up getting through Delta, it'll be a repeat if South Summit wins for the state championship again. I think that's 3 times in a row.
And Beaver
same 2 teams.
did
Beaver
beat Delta earlier in the year, so
they did.
You know,
I expect them to win that game. Beaver's pretty tough. Devils should have won that. They had 5 turnovers in that contest. So
yeah, we lost by 5 points in Beaver against Beaver and with 5 turnovers. You're not going to win many games with 5 turnovers.
Not the way we did it. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. Get a word from our sponsors for the kickoff. Back in about 2 minutes. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports.
Greetings, Red Devil supporters. I'm John Bogg, and we at Central Utah Insurance Agency are proud to once again be a supporter of county high school sports. Serving Moab for over 60 years, we have provided insurance for your health, life, home, auto, and business. We're Central Utah Insurance, your local hometown agent, offering superior service and competitive rates. Call us at 259-5981.
Now at their new location, 23 South, 100 West, next to the Rio.
It's not too late to get your vehicle registered for the 3rd annual Trunk or Treat. Call the Family Support Center today to get your vehicle registered. 259-1658. The Trunk or Treat is going to be held down at the Spanish Trail Arena. This will be on Halloween from 4 to 7 p.m. To assure that all vehicles that are registered have plenty of goodies, a box has been set up for donations of candy at City Market.
The semis. Stop by.
At a great price. Go Red Devils.
Well, we're ready to go for the kickoff, and it will be, ladies and gentlemen, welcome as we get ready for the kickoff second half. It is 14-2. The Red Devils on top of the Millard Eagles. And here's the boot. Eagles kicking to the Devils. And it's back. And it is caught by Robertson, and here he comes. Robertson up the right side. Makes a nice move. Robertson in a pile. Breaks it outside the pile. And somebody has a jersey, and man, they're hanging on for dear life. And that's what stopped Robertson. He had a good return. And, man, he was in a pile and kicked out of there and is ready to go.
He almost bounced that out to the outside, right along our sideline, but that Millard defender just had a hold of that jersey. He prevented a big play, but the Devils do start with pretty good field position, ball on about their own 37-yard line, it looks like.
That's what I'm calling it, 37. So here they go,
well,
1st and 10.
I'm glad we finally agree.
On one thing, where the ball is. That's it. That's perfect. Well, we agree the Red Devils want to win. We want to win. We're okay there. Here they go. Devils ready to go. Shotgun formation. There's a snap right up the middle. Quarterback gets hit on the outside, gets about 3 yards in a cloud of dust. 3 more of those, and we got a first down.
Yeah, that's just straight ahead smash mouth football there by the Devils, which is what they've been doing all year.
And that's what you got to do, especially when you're out of sync a little bit. Get things rolling back in there for the Red Devils.
Millard does have some pretty good size up front when you look at their linemen and their linebackers. They're a decent-sized team.
Devils getting set. Shotgun formation. Trout hands it off. Elmore breaks it to the right side. Elmore over a man, and Elmore's off to the races. Elmore down the sideline and gets knocked out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. What a run by Elmore.
Boy, he hurdled the kid on the sideline there. Just impressive. Absolutely. That was an impressive run by Elmore. Just what the Devils needed to start the second half here.
And just off tackle, that right side tackle, and he just popped it out there and was gone.
That's about a 31-yard run there from Elmore.
Elmore, nice job, kiddo. There's some kudos. And that little hurdle got him about 10 more after that.
A beautiful hurdle.
That was beauty. What a beauty. Red Devils getting lined up. Thompson up in the slot. There's the snap. It's time to double handoff, and look who's in the backfield. Number 51, all by himself.
The double handoff has not worked at all tonight.
Stop it.
Millard has keyed on that play tonight.
Just stop it. It's taking too long. 51 was so far up. If we'd have gave the ball to the first man, he'd have been past him.
Yeah,
Loss of 5.
That's Hunter Gamble. A nice play there defensively from Millard. And that was Dante Wells at the slot back there. We've seen Arbonne there. We've seen Downard there a couple plays, and now Dante Wells.
And now you got Arbonne in there. Is that right? Or is that Wells?
No, it's Wells.
That's Wells, number 24.
I think Arbonne's number 23.
They get ready to go. Set it up. Shotgun. Pitch left side. Elmore kicks it on the left side. Breaks a tackle. Elmore on his feet. Gets back the first down. Gets about 10 yards. So it was a good run, but we had a 5-yard loss play before. So it brings up 3rd and looks like about 7.
Yep, so he picked up 8 or 9 on that carry, and that was a
good
nice
run.
He showed a good burst of speed there to get around the edge.
Yep. Coach Wells sending in the play as Trout comes over talking to him. Trout running back to the
definitely 4-down territory. The Devils have the ball at the Eagles' 25-yard line. They've got to hurry to get this playoff, though. I think that back judge is about ready to start
He's watching, yep. It always takes a lot of time when your quarterback has to come to the sideline. Big shift. Fake the handoff, and boom, what a hit. Number 25 come piling up in there, and no block on that.
Trout made a fake, put the ball on his hip to hide the ball, and was going to go behind Dante
Didn't fool
Wells.
anybody.
And, that kid made a nice play for Millard. You just have to give him credit.
Well, they had a big blitz coming and got picked up half of it. The other half didn't get, and that's where he come from.
What was the number on that, Randy? 25?
25. Heck of a hit, yeah.
Turner Coyle, so nice play there. Going to bring up a 4th and 12.
Well, if you'll watch the Eagles, they're shifting a lot, confusing the offensive line, so they're doing a lot of defensive shifts. There's the snap. Elmore's back down the field. Got a man there. It's intercepted. Number 6, Thompson fighting for the football. Down they go in a pile. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Yeah, and you got to try to throw it there and complete the pass. It's 4th down, so if you don't make it, they take over on downs anyway. So you can't fault Trout for trying. It just the Eagles had good coverage, and you got to give their defense credit.
And there they go. So with the ball intercepted, 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line, where they will take over in downs. 14-2 is the score, and the Red Devils offense sputters out, throws an interception.
So now the Devils have got to make a stop here defensively.
Big stand defensively. They get ready to go. There's a snap. Quarterback gets it out clean. Down goes the receiver after a gain of about 8 yards. Good,
7
good
or 8
catch.
yards. That's number 8, Tyson Alberto.
Just a quick out. That's all he's running. Just up the field, turns, and that's it.
Yeah, at some point I'd like to see our corners really anticipate that and step in front maybe for another pick 6. But we've been playing pretty soft on that route on the outside.
You got to challenge that.
But we don't know what kind of coverage they're in, if it's a 2 deep and they have help over the top, or if they're just totally responsible for their half of the field. I mean, it looks to me like they're in a 2 deep safety
That's
look,
what it looks
which
like.
would indicate they have help over the top, and they're
So
just
you gotta
responsible
come up.
for the flats.
Here they come, getting set. Bringing a man in motion. Fake the handoff. Second man, ball's on the ground, and it'll be recovered by the Eagles.
Eagles tried to run a little trickeration there with a fake, and then on the second handoff, there was a miscue between the quarterback and the running back.
Those plays like that, anytime you run those kind of misdirections or you got an extra handoff in there, you've got to get some timing down.
You've got to practice those a lot and just have your timing down.
Twins
perfect.
left, twins right. Shotgun formation for the Eagles. They line it up. Devils defense showing blitz. Quarterback looking to his right side. Now back to his left. He's trying to see who's coming. Lots of time. There's a snap. Now he's looking up to his right side, being chased. Red Devils are chasing him. He throws it way in the air.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. So no catch as it's caught on the track.
You think that's got to bring up a punting situation for Millard, as they do have the ball, fairly deep in their own
So the Devil defense did their job there and held it out. So the Eagles look like they're going to punt. We'll see what happens. 7:21 to go in the third quarter. 14-2. Red Devils on top. Robertson back deep for the Red Devils, and he's standing about on his 30-yard line.
We went off the air, Randy.
There's a snap. Rolling to the right side. It's a
air.
block kick, and the Red Devils are all over it. It's picked up there by Thompson, and Thompson takes off with the ball, and it will be a touchdown for the Red Devils. What a play by the Red Devils.
Randy, we're off the air. She just texted me, said she lost us somehow.
Nice.
Greeting cards to milk for $1.99 a gallon every day. From pharmacy needs to souvenirs.
Send it back to us as soon as you can.
Back on live, and a point after try is going to be Wells. Snap is good. Wells steps up, kicks it. It's good. So the Red Devils block a punt picked up by Thompson, and Thompson runs it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, let's
Smith
keep it
coming
right
in
here.
a little
Let's keep
slow.
it right here, Randy.
Yeah, we're going to keep it right here.
We went off the air there momentarily. Don't know what happened, but we're back. And Randy, did you see who got their hand on that punt? I didn't see the number. That was
I
right
didn't
the time
see it.
we were going off the air, and I was trying to get back on the air.
It was a great block. I didn't see who actually blocked the punt, but it got picked up by Thompson, number 40, and he ran it in.
I'll tell you what, it's a good thing the Devils have scored on defense and special teams, because the offense has just not looked sharp and not looked like themselves tonight. But
no, they haven't.
They're finding a way to take control of the game and put points on the board.
21-2, 7:08 to go in the third quarter. And I'm a little concerned about Smith. He's been hobbling around down there as he come off that field in his left knee, and I'm a little worried about that.
He's a tough kid.
He is tough, but an injury's an injury. But if he's hurt, he'll be back.
Yeah, I think he's just hurt.
If it's an injury, he'll be fine. We don't know. Here we go. So Dante Wells set to kick the football. There's a long boot, and Wells gets everything into this. That goes 5 yards into the end zone.
They're not going to be able to try that little
trick.
Huddle fake out on that kick.
No huddle fake out. Besides, Stacy Randall didn't like it, so he just torpedoed it.
He wasn't faked out, was it?
No way, baby.
How long was that punt block returned by Thompson for the touchdown? Did you
I would say about 26, 27 yards, yeah. About 27-yard return.
Big play there by the Devils special teams.
Huge play by Thompson to pick it up. That ball was out. So here they come. Now the Eagles down 21-2. And they're trying to find a way to get back into it. Trips to the right side. Fake the handoff. Quarterback's back. He's being chased. Big number 78 goes down. Can't get him. Throws it downfield, and it goes out of bounds.
Just threw that one out of bounds to avoid the sack.
Tell you what, Gage was just trying everything he could, Gage Hansen, to get a hold of him. Just couldn't get there. But he tried.
Yes, he did. And Hansen's done a good job for the Devils all year on both sides of the ball. Been anchoring that offensive line, just a great presence on the offensive line, blow some holes. You've seen him out ahead blocking for runners on big plays all year long for the Devils.
Yeah,
and he's been doing a great job defensively.
He gets down the field. Here they go. Eagles getting lined up. Lights are on. It's getting dark, and they're getting ready. There's the snap. Quarterback keeps it. Pitches it to the right side. Downer comes up and kills the pitch man. Just slams him to the ground.
What a nice hit.
What a hit.
And read there by Downard. That option has not worked very effectively tonight for the Eagles, Randy.
No, every time they've gotten it, we've stopped it. I don't remember making any
We've
yardage.
always had at least one guy assigned to that pitch man, and sometimes two. And so we've really prevented it from going for big yardage.
If I'm Millard, I'm simply going to start throwing the football.
That's been where their most success has been in this game. That's where it was in the first half.
6:29 and counting on the clock. Devils ahead 21-2. Third down and about 13.
Play
Eagles
action.
back. Being pushed out of the pocket, and he goes down. What a play there.
Looked like Braden Trout.
Braden Trout.
Thompson was
Thompson.
there. Looked like Jerem Shumway there also.
What a good bunch of Red Devils, and that's fourth down and about 20. The ball setting out about the 11-yard line, so they'll punt it back. Trout or Robertson will be at the 40-yard line to receive the punt.
We're down again. This audio compass keeps shutting down.
Great. All this good talking, I'm going to charge them double every time I talk when it's down.
Fair caught a punt to give the Devils pretty good field position, which is a big play because he fumbled that one earlier, and you know mentally that took a lot of courage for him to do that.
Yeah, he's going at it, and he did a good job. Second down and 9 for the Red Devils. Big shift by the defense. There's the snap. This time he keeps around the right side. Elmore trying to break a tackle and doesn't. Excellent tackle there by the shoestrings, number 25.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle
Gets
by number
Elmore
25.
To a loss. About a yard.
Turner Coyle.
And so now the Red Devils, in this kind of a formation, we have a hard time, Ryan, finding how to get down the field quick with our passing game. This formation doesn't allow you to do much of that. You don't spread the field out much, so the defense stays compacted. They're going to come at you hard.
Yeah.
You've got to have a quick hitter, or your quarterback's going to be under pressure.
Coach Wells likes to stay with it because it's simplified. The kids know it really well inside and out, but I agree. I'd like another formation where you could spread it out a little bit.
There's a man in motion. Arbonne, they hand it to him on the left side.
Fast.
He finds a hole. Arbonne cuts it. Arbonne has the first, finally gets hit and knocked down. Nice run by Arbonne.
Very nice run there by Arbonne.
And number 23 was running scared, but by golly, he did a great job.
Yeah, Corbin has good speed, and, taking advantage of that opportunity there. And he's just a junior, so that speed will be back next year as well.
He's not a real big fellow.
No, he's not a big, but he's pretty strong.
Yeah,
he works out a lot. He's pretty strong. He picked up, what did he pick up on that, 12 or 13?
13 yards is what I got him. First and 10, Red Devils.
And more important, it was a first down on a 3rd and 10.
Ball on the 27-yard line. Arbonne at the slot. There's the quarterback. There's the pitch. Handed off, double handoff this time. Elmore gets piled up and gets about 3 or 4 yards.
And that was a little wrinkle on the double handoff. Usually it goes from Elmore to Johnson in the slot back position. This time it was just reverse. It went to Arbonne from the slot position to Elmore at tailback. And have we seen that run that way this year?
I haven't seen Elmore come back on the second one, no.
No, so that was a nice little wrinkle there.
Red Devils coming up to the line of scrimmage. Second down and about 7. Ball on the 25-yard line. Thompson in a fullback. There's a snap. The quarterback keeps it to the right side. He finally gets going. Has some blocking. Cuts it back. And if he had cut it back and stayed on his feet, he'd have had her down. But he goes down at about the 14.
About 12 on the carry.
Good run.
Like that. Yeah. You know, as you mentioned, if he could have kept his footing, he was going to score. But he made a nice cut and a spin move, and in the process, he kind of lost his footing and his balance. But you can't take anything away from him on that play. That was a great run.
2:50 and counting in the third quarter play. Red Devils knocking on the door with the first and 10.
And they're already up 21-2.
Piling up the right side is Elmore. Elmore is going to score. He's in. That's a touchdown, baby.
13-yard touchdown run there by Trent Elmore.
And what a blocking scheme. Do you see that right side? They just opened it up. So the offense is really moving the football now.
So the Devils, I think, officially have taken control of this game, and it hasn't been the prettiest game the Devils have played this year, but the scoreboard is all that matters, and it's 27-2.
Understatement. Here we go. There's the snap. The kick's up. Well, scores it. Count it, baby. It is 28-2, and the Red Devils on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports. I didn't a little more calm down after we get a bit of a lead there. That first half was scary.
I felt calm the whole night, but you definitely needed to take your
I get wound up.
medication.
I tell you what, I'm like a Lyndon Johnson doll. I just go wound up and go in circles. Don't do anything.
Yeah, that bobblehead was shaking for a long time.
Terrible, terrible. I guess you got to be a little bit old and understand what that means. But
I'm apparently not there yet.
Here's Dante Wells getting ready to boot it. There's the kick, and it's back deep at the 3, and
there's that ridiculous huddle that takes
their huddle.
Time.
They all break out of it. Number 1 takes off to the right side and gets knocked out of bounds at about the 23, 24-yard line.
They really spend too much time in that huddle, Randy. What's your take on that?
I wish they'd spend just a little bit more so we could tackle them down there on the 3-yard line.
They really only need to come together for a split second and act like they're handing the ball off and then go. But how long do you think they're in that huddle? It's a good 2 seconds.
Sam Wan used to run something similar to that. They've always ran the reverse. Yep. They used to do that, but they had their wall set up. And you knew what side they were going to by watching the wall.
Go to the wall. Yep.
And nobody done it better.
They've always run a nice wall on that kick return.
Well, Monty Lee knew how to get her done. Here they come. Devil defense. Eagles, 1st and 10.
Option left.
Big hole up the middle. 17 gets a hold of the backside, and then he's just going to pull him around. Going to get to the 40-yard line. That was a big play.
Austin Johnson on the tackle, and Austin Burriston for the Eagles on the carry.
That kid's big.
Austin meets Austin on that play.
Sounds like a cowboy song, doesn't it?
Sing it to us, Randy.
Not tonight, baby. Our fans are enjoying the game. We're going to leave that alone.
Well, it's an early game, and a lot of them maybe haven't had dinner, so.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin that. 28-2, Red Devils on top.
Thinking you wouldn't want to sing if they had full stomachs. Either way, you're right. You don't want to.
2:11 on the clock, and we're ready to go. And here's the snap. It's good. Quarterback looks to the right. Can't find anybody. Still looking now. He throws it. It's up. He's caught it. The defender falls down. He's running. Caught up with by Dante Wells. And unbelievable. The Red Devils just... Robertson fell down.
Yeah, I think that was Caden Robertson that fell down on the coverage. And you got to give the
Huge
quarterback
play.
credit. I mean, you've got to give the quarterback credit for sticking with it long enough to see that. And, Myers did a nice job keeping the play alive.
He did a good job. But you've got to get some blitzing going. We haven't really mixed up much blitzing at all. Let number 40, Thompson, cut loose. Just let him find a gap and go. That'll change it. Everybody's on the right side. They hand the ball off. Quarterback gets hit. Another option that fails. Stacy Randall wraps him up. Braden Trout. Smith in on the tackle. And so no place to go there. A loss of about 5.
Yeah, and that option just has not worked for the Eagles tonight. If I was the coaching staff, I think I'd have given up on calling the option a while ago.
Well, it costs them 5 yards every time they do it. They don't make any, and I'll tell you what I like about it. Gives us a chance to get a breather, but what's scary is they're going to pass. They got to start passing now. Yeah. And they've been real successful at that.
Well, maybe we can get a pick here. There's trips right.
Trips right. Strong side right. Quarterback looking to his right. Still looking. Now he's going to take off. Thompson chasing him down, going to get a hand on him, and down he goes.
Right around the line of scrimmage. So Devils, good coverage because he
out there too.
Myers had a lot of time to throw.
He did. So you got to give a big hand to the guys back there. We've been kind of on them tonight, especially you, but it's all right.
Especially me, yeah.
But their coverage was good that time, and it forced a sack. So 3rd down and about 17. They've got to get to about the 10-yard line when you go.
Yeah, inside the 10 to about the 8 maybe.
Yeah. Here they go.
This is going to be 4-down territory, though. Where the Eagles are in the game. And
here's the snap. Quarterback steps back. Looking left now. Looking left. Going to throw it deep. Got a man there.
Metter's there.
And Metter knocks it away. So Metter got a hand on it.
Metter almost came up with the interception, but it went through his hands. The Millard receiver almost had a play on the ball.
Almost had a big play on it. But Metter got a hand on it to break it up. And if you got a replay on that, that is a scary moment for the Red Devils because Metter had it, and you're right, the defense or the offensive player just about come up with it.
It was kind of a high ball that Metter did a good job going up and getting, but it just went right through his hands, slipped through his hands, and that Millard receiver almost came down with the ball. Went off his fingertips.
Eagles with 4th down and a long way to go. He's going to go for it. Quarterback's back, and now he throws it deep down the middle. And it's caught.
He caught it.
It's caught right between 2 Red Devils.
Right between Bailey Shelton and Bruin Metter.
And that's a pretty good-sized kid that caught that ball, I'll tell you. He's a lot bigger than the defenders. He just threw it up for a Hail Mary, and Mary answered the prayer.
You catch the number on that reception?
I did, but I lost it. Sorry.
Well, that's
too long ago.
We were talking about
Too
earlier.
long ago. Sorry. And the offense moves. So the right wing moves. It's going to be now they're going to call offsides Red Devils.
Boy, Shelton and Metter right there, and that kid just went up high and got the ball. Pretty good coverage, but the quarterback actually put it in a good spot where only the receiver could get it.
And that receiver just flat out jumped everybody. And again, if you're talking our injuries, Braden Schultz been playing safety, that wouldn't have happened. Schultz can out-jump about anybody out there.
Yeah, well.
But it's how it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
There's the kick. It's up. It's good. So they're on the board. It is 9 to 28. 12 seconds to go. In the 3rd quarter, we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports. The 25-yard line.
Pretty good kick coverage there by the Eagles.
Yep. Eagles got down and field real well there. 7 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of play. Devils are on top, 28-9.
And now you've got to go just to your ground game. Just let that offensive line work and stay behind them and run some time off the clock here.
That's exactly what I was thinking. We agree again.
Whoa, that's twice tonight.
Twice. That's good. Devils getting set and ready to go. Shotgun formation. Comes Trout off the left side. Here they come. Big hole. And Trout just cut to the right just a little on that. I'm telling you, he had Gage Hansen out in front of him, and he had a hole.
He kind of was a little bit impatient on that run. That's the end of the 3rd quarter there, Randy.
That calls into the third with the score 28-9. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the final and fourth quarter in this contest. Yep.
At Knowles, we will assist you in finding a service. Knowles Home Furnishing.
Pounded up the right side, and they got a first down. So they're going to unpile everything and see, but it looks like a first down.
It's about 2nd and 6, and I think Trout
just pounded up that right side, yeah.
7.
First down.
7 or 8 on that carry. First play in the fourth quarter.
So with 11:52 on the clock, here come the Red Devils with a first down on their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. As they get set to go. Trout at quarterback. And the ball off up to the right side. It's Wells. Wells with a big hole. Wells still on his feet. And Wells, the freshman, he is starting to fill his oats. That kid runs smooth.
That was an impressive run.
That is just smooth running right there.
That was about a 15-yard run there by Wells.
And it was smooth. I mean, he was smooth. You just noticed that everybody, man, the kid's smooth. He's a freshman.
Yeah, he's a good athlete.
If he can keep his head screwed on tight, guess what? It's going to be hard to stop. First down, 1st and 10. Red Devil have the ball on the 47-yard line of the Eagles. Comes Wells in motion. This time he's going to keep it, go up the left side. Right behind Smith, and Trout running it up. Trout has a first down and a whole bunch more as he gets up to the 15. Man, did he follow Smith there. Holy cow.
Great run there by Trout. Did a nice job following his
Smith
blockers.
just pounded everybody out of the way. Reminds me of old Mark Simmons and Mark Roberts. Those two guys, and they got out in front of him. It was a lot of fun to run behind him.
That was about a 30-yard run there by
That was a heck of a run.
Bryant Trout.
11 minutes left in the game. Red Devils knocking on the door. 1st and 10. Ball on the 15. Elmore.
He's got some
running
room.
to the right side. Elmore's going to get drugged down, and finally it comes down. Elmore with a gain of about 5 or 6.
If we put a little Vaseline or oil on our jerseys tonight, we probably would have had a couple more touchdowns because the Eagles have really drug us down by the jerseys several times. If it wasn't for that jersey tackle, Elmore might have scored.
Gone.
Yeah.
He was gone.
But the Eagles are feisty, and you got to give them credit. And I would never encourage something illegal like putting Vaseline on the jersey.
They're hanging on like a cat on the screen door when they get a hold of those guys.
With long claws.
Oh, man. Devil's about to slam it shut, though. It's going to get ugly here in a minute. 2nd down, about 5. There's a snap. And the ball off. No, it keeps it around the left side, and finally they just pile it up.
Trout hit pretty hard on that play. Good defense by the Eagles.
The Eagles piled up on him pretty good. He just bounces up. Trout likes to get hit, I think.
Well, I don't know about that, but
oh yeah, he likes
a tough
that
kid.
Now you run that fake and give it to Wells around that left side. With his speed, I bet he's gone. Because look at that wide side.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And 57's Gimpy over there, defensive end on that side. He's moving a little slow.
Run that jet sweep to him. It is to the right side of the field. Here he comes in motion, and there it is.
There it is. He cuts it up now outside.
Nice
he cuts it again. What a move. He's got a first and a touchdown.
What a great run by Dante Wells. That was impressive running right there.
That was some nice running.
11-yard touchdown run by Dante Wells.
So all of a sudden the Red Devils going, we got us another running back. We had to go down to the freshman class to find him, but we got him.
Boy, great run. That kind of run right there is instinctive. He just followed his blockers. It's not something you can teach. It's just instinctive.
Well, his dad was a great football player, and his uncles were all great football players. And I'll tell you, the Wells boys have done a lot in Grand County for football. 9:30 on the clock. It's 34. Here's the point after. It's up, and it's good. And again, Wells scores. And so it is 35-9. Red Devils on top with 9:30 to go, as the Red Devils have taken control of the game. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports.
I guess we shouldn't talk too loud, or maybe the coaching staff will change their mind.
I kind of like it when they're doing stuff I don't think is too
smart,
advantageous for their side.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say it wasn't smart, but yeah, it's not real smart.
I would say that wasn't very smart.
Here they go.
The way they run that play just is not very sharp.
Twins on both sides.
Option left.
Quarterback rolls it to the left side, and he is going down for a loss. And look at Downard.
That looked like that could have been.
That's going to be unnecessary roughness by Downard.
Downard got a little bit of an extra roll and a hit on that play, and that just was uncalled for.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. That's 15, Downard.
It's just not a smart
I love
play
you
there
going
by
at
Nick.
it, but you're going to get that one marked off 44. Automatic first down. That's 15. I mean, it's a good tackle, but then he rolled him over one more time.
He had him on the ground, and then he rolled with him one time and threw him.
Planted him.
Just extracurricular.
Can't do it.
Giving him the business.
Well, it's not an automatic.
Remember
it's
years ago
down.
when one of the officials called it unsportsmanlike conduct, and in his description he said he was giving him the business.
Giving him the business.
One of those calls that went down in infamy.
Yeah, and you got to say it like it is, and that was it. Here they come. So Millard second down and about half a yard. They don't get an auto on that. Quarterback's back, zips the pass. It's intercepted nearly. Metter just about had it. So Drew and Metter would love to have an interception.
Through the receiver's hands and then off of Metter's hands. And
so it was kind of a free play for them. They got third now and inches.
Yeah, it was second and short, which you always love trying to surprise the defense and maybe throw it deep.
I play action almost everything on those shorts, so they have to read that middle. Then they get me a big slant across the middle, and baby, they're gone.
Right up the seam, huh?
Just in the seam,
Just
yeah.
A little seam route.
Yep.
Millard
now
looks
we got
like
a timeout.
They may call a timeout.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
The official hasn't signaled.
It's the official wanting a timeout. I'm not sure he knows what they want. They didn't have the down marker correct at one point. They got it straightened out. It's third.
Should be third down.
Well, maybe they're not going to straighten it out. Maybe they're
Why is it second down?
I have no clue. Second down twice.
They just had an incomplete pass on 2nd and 1. Trout.
Look at that. Oh, down he goes. What a tackle by Trout in the backfield. Huge loss.
Braden Trout just came from a blitz on that left edge. And it looked like for a minute that number 1, the quarterback. Was it 1? Or
yeah, it was number 1.
Slade Sheriff. We've seen Myers in at quarterback most of the game, but Sheriff just couldn't get away from Trout.
No, Trout on the blitz, and that's what the Devils have to draw
I'm still
up.
trying to figure out what happened.
I don't know.
Why are they
we lost the play.
Yeah, this should be 4th down, not 3rd down.
Should be, but that's not how they're seeing it right now. There's a quarterback back. He's looking for some help. Thompson chasing him. Wow, he lets it rip and wide open down the middle, number 2. Bruin Metter's all there is, right? And he gets picked up and knocked out of bounds by Wells. What a huge play.
It looks like there's a
helmet, but I don't see a penalty.
There's a helmet down on the ground. Yeah, I don't see a penalty.
Huge play.
Well, I really think the officials messed up there. That should have been 4th down, Randy.
I don't know why
they made the 1st down yardage, brought up 2nd and 1. And the only thing I can figure is if they blew that 2nd down play dead and it didn't count on that incomplete pass where Metter almost intercepted it. This doesn't make any sense.
Know. I can't figure it out.
After further review, the officials were wrong.
7:54 on the clock. Devils up, 35-9. Back, quarterback gives a quick zip, and let's see if he caught it. They're going to say a catch.
Inbounds, about a 7 or 8 yard catch.
Good catch, right in front of Metter. 2nd down at about 2. 7:31 on the clock and counting. 35-9. Red Devils on top. We're in the 4th quarter of play. Quarterback in the shotgun. There's a snap. He fakes a handoff. He's back. Here comes the line. There's a pass, and it's short.
I thought Smith got held there.
Oh, he did, and I hope they're going to call it. It's a late flag, but Smith was being held. There's no doubt about it.
I think it might be on Smith for getting in the officials' ear about it. Blow to the head. Blow to the head.
Oh, against Millard. How do you get a blow to the head? That's why the hell we wear helmets. What are you talking about? How did he get a blow to the head?
I'm not the one that made the call.
Who makes that call? Oh, don't hit him in the head. Come on, man. That's why we put on a helmet.
Well, I mean,
I didn't see it.
If you were studied for CTE right now, traumatic brain injury and concussions and all that stuff, they'd probably find some very interesting stuff.
There's probably a lot of scramble up there, baby. That's okay.
You scrambled eggs.
There's some scramble up there. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that old leather helmet was pretty thin.
No face mask. That's why you've got a face for radio.
And that's why I'm on the radio, folks. Because that face has been beat up a time or two.
You'd think you'd be a big proponent of no blows to the head.
It's a tough game. Football's a tough game. Just tough. That's all I can say about that.
Going to bring up a 2nd and a lot.
Hits a bunch. Looks like about 30.
Yeah, 2nd and 30.
And this is what always scares me because, man, them big plays down the middle.
Our audio
Devils are back. There he goes. It's a deep pass. Metter intercepts it, and down he goes.
There's a flag down. I think there's going to be a hold. Our audio compass went down again. I don't know why.
Are we down again?
I don't know why it keeps going down. It's just bizarre. What's the flag?
Can't tell. Haven't seen it. He picked it up. Holding.
Against us.
I tell you, Millard would really be out of this game if it wasn't for them other guys in the stripes. I'm telling you. I don't understand that. All right. We held. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on here.
Well, it's 2nd and 20 now. And Millard coming out. Got a 4 cover on. There's a snap. Quarterback's back. Looking for somewhere to go. Can't find it. Nice move there. Here comes Trout running him out of the pocket. Throws it on the run. It's knocked away. Good defense there by Dante Wells as he comes over and tips that ball out of the way. Man, he covered some field there. Wow. Are we on the air?
Nope.
Well, then I can relax.
Tried to tell you that a while ago. Well, you just need to watch that back, Judge, and snap it with 3 or 4 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do that at this point. We're watching to see. It looks like it, and he's waiting. And
There's
that's
5.
there he goes, so they're going to count it. Try to quarterback. There's a snap.
Double handoff.
Elmore, and it's going to be Arbonne, and Arbonne gets gobbled up inside. Doesn't get much.
Maybe a yard?
Maybe. We'll call it 3rd down and 6. So Arbonne comes out. Wells comes into the game, along with Downard, number 44. So Downard in the game. And that little tight end pass up the seam, they could run that pretty easy right here if they wanted to. 4:47
complete, it stops the clock, but Wells
coming around the outside, and Wells falls down.
Lost his footing there.
Yeah, he almost had a good cut. Lost his footing. And he didn't get much out of that, a couple.
Well, he lost yardage. He lost about 5 yards.
I'm telling you. Now we're going to have to punt it away. So one thing, Wells can punt the football pretty good.
Yep.
We did lose our punter at the first of the year.
Schultz was our punter, our tailback, and our safety.
Yeah, he played a lot of places.
Just need a good snap here and for Wells to get the kickoff.
Yep.
So it looks like the Devils are going to go on to win this game. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. The Devils are going to take a timeout.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
Return, which is a little bit unusual.
Good snap. Wells gets it away. Line drive is going to take a big hop for the Devils, and it runs right on past the would-be ball catchers and runs into about the 33-yard line.
So a great kick there.
Great.
Wells just kicked
from his end zone.
Flipped the field there, field coverage-wise, yep.
So he was back in his end zone when he kicked it, and that is a long old ways to go. And they got Thompson out of the game right now. I'll keep an eye on that catalyst.
Game's, pretty well in the bag. Devils up 35-9. So I would rest. I wouldn't worry about resting a couple kids on offense for sure.
And here they come. Wells covering the deep ball, looks like. Quarterback back in a shotgun. There's a snap. It's good. Some pressure coming to the outside. He gets it away. He's going to overthrow him.
Metter, pretty good coverage there.
Metter was with him step for step on that one.
Downfield, yep. Sam Marshall, the intended receiver, just a sophomore.
Yeah, they're going to have some wheels here soon. Tell you, those guys are pretty good.
Yeah, Millard didn't win a game last year, and here they are in a quarterfinal game, so they've really turned things around.
It's a huge turnaround.
Yep.
So you have down years, but man, that's rough when you don't win.
Congratulations to them on a good season, but unfortunately for them, it looks like it's going to come to an end here tonight.
And the Red Devils pushing it up the middle. Good pursuit. Smith gets him. He throws it to nobody. Out of bounds.
And Dakota Johnson catches the intended pass on the sideline. The injured Red Devil.
Yeah. Doggone it.
Noah White, number 60 in the game, actually putting some pretty good pressure on the quarterback there. So good for Noah. Good to see him get some time.
He's a good-looking defensive lineman. I'll tell you that.
He's a great kid, big, strong kid, senior. Looks like Bryn College just entered the game as well. So the Devils are going to give some kids some opportunities here on defense, which is a good idea for Coach Wells.
Well, they get ready to go. They're playing deep coverage now. Quarterback's back. He's looking short. Has a man right there, and he just threw it over his head.
Yeah, intended receiver there, number 2.
Yeah, so they're going to be coming up. We'll see what else they have. They got 4th down and 10.
Yeah, Caleb
trying
Kelly.
to pass it.
He's the number 2 there. He's been kind of quiet tonight.
Yep.
He impressed us in Millard, but hasn't had as many touches tonight as he did
I'll
in
tell
Millard.
you, right before the half, he took a heck of a smack from Downer.
From Downer, yeah, I remember that.
He got lit up. So that might have changed some minds a little bit. He's back. There's the quarterback. Got some time. There's the push coming up. Steps up, makes a good catch.
Picked
good
up the
pass.
first down.
Got the first down. You only have to be successful 1 out of 4 and get 10 yards.
Yeah, that's about a 17-yard completion there.
Nice pass. Right on the 50.
Number 8, Tyson Alberto on the catch.
So they'll have a 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. Millard Eagles.
Yeah, Millard's in their hurry-up offense. They've got trips right.
They line it up. There's a snap. Looking.
Smith
being
just
chased.
got
Smith
held.
is on him.
Bryn Call going to pursue him. Did he catch that?
Did he catch it? I think he was out of bounds. No, they're going to say he caught it.
Gave it to him, huh?
Yeah, he's pleading the case. He said he was out of bounds, but that don't matter now. What happens?
Millard,
huge play.
Not rolling over here. They are not giving up. So kudos to them for fighting to the very end here.
Smith getting off.
Smith looked like he was held. He came right up the middle and just got held. I don't know how that got missed.
And knocked away there by Metter, so
nice
Metter
job.
knocks that away.
To me, it looks like Smith's been held a couple times as he's tried to get pressure on the quarterback, and I haven't seen it called. He got one call when he got hit in the head, which you don't like. You
silly call.
I mean,
that's why you wear a helmet.
Helmet's on there, so go ahead, knock the crap out of each other.
That's why you wear the dang thing. Sure takes away the forearm shiver, I'll tell you.
Speaking of shiver, it's getting kind of cold tonight.
Cooling right off.
Yep.
There's a quarterback back. Good snap. Pressure from the outside. He steps up and throws the ball down the middle.
That looked like pass interference, like Wells got a hand on it. And actually, the back judge was getting ready to pull the flag out of the back of his pants, but he decided against it. Did you see that?
Changed his mind. Yeah, I was watching him. Now a flag down right at the line of scrimmage.
Huh.
I'm not sure what that's about.
Might have been something after the play. I don't know. Maybe unsportsmanlike.
Yep. Unsportsmanlike against Millard. Somebody's
getting a little chippy.
Somebody's mouth probably got a little crazy there. Can't imagine that.
You got any relatives in Millard County?
Yay, baby. Oh, man. 35-9 is the score. And the Red Devils on top. There's the snap. Some pressure coming now from the linebacker. He's going to get there. No, he doesn't. Passes deep, and it's caught. Touchdown. Huge play.
Great throw there.
Unbelievable. I'm telling you, I'm watching this film, and I'm throwing the football.
Well, South Summit does throw the football. That's what they do very well.
I mean, I'm coming up, and I'm throwing the dang ball 3 out of 4 times.
Couldn't see the number on that reception. Was that number 4, Marshall?
Yeah.
And I think that wasn't that Sheriff in it at quarterback, number 1?
He threw it.
Rather than Myers. So that was a great throw right on the money.
That was long.
Just right over Bruin Metter's outstretched arms. So that ball was put right where it needed to be.
And really no pressure on the quarterback. He stepped up in the pocket and made a heck of a throw. They're going for 2 here.
Looked like the Devils jumped.
Oh, yeah, they did. They did. Offside Red Devils.
Not sure what you're trying to do there. You pick up a yard on that, why you go with the such a delayed count in that situation.
They want 2 so they can make it 17-35.
And then if you're the Devils, you have to expect an onside kick coming up.
I would.
After this play.
put the hands team in. There's the fullback. He's got it.
That's Kelly.
So he's got the extra point, 2-point conversion. It's in, so it is 17-35. 2:39 to go. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports.
Saks is a proud sponsor.
Number 44, the kicker. And so the Red Devils are ready to go. Onside kick, here she comes. Right side, it pops up. It's fielded there by Robertson, and he kneeled. So that puts the ball dead right there on the 35, or real close.
That was a pretty good kick, actually. That kicker executed that onside kick very well.
And Robertson, when he fielded it, he went down on the knee to field it. And he's down in high school ball. He's not going anywhere. So they blew it dead, and they're going to blow it dead at the 33-yard line, where the Red Devils will take over 1st and 10. 2:36 to go in the game. 35-17. Devils on top.
This is going to move the Devils to 9-1 on the season, Randy. Great season. They've had a great season and have earned the right to play in a semifinal game next week, providing they can hang on here for the last 2 minutes and 36 seconds. And they will be facing South Summit. That game will be next Saturday at Weber State at 12 o'clock.
Here they go. They're getting ready. Quarterback in the shotgun. There it is. Hands the ball off. Number 34 right up the middle. He's going to pile drive it for Trout. So he's going to get about 5 or 6.
Yep. Andrew Hansen in the game at quarterback now, number 2, giving Bryant Trout a breather, and Braden Trout in the game at tailback for Trent Elmore.
So we got a timeout. We'll take a timeout and be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio, home of Red Devil Sports. Yard line inside their own territory. Thompson will be at the fullback position. Back there will be Elmore, along with Hansen, the quarterback. Hands it off to Elmore around the right side.
Right at the chains.
It's going to be real close to the first down. So Elmore doing a good job tonight. Elmore had some good runs.
Yeah, he has had some nice runs in the second half. Had kind of a quiet first half.
The chain crew moved They were ready to go, baby.
Maybe they marked him out of bounds.
So I think we got a chain crew problem because I know they left. It can't be 3rd and a yard. It's 3rd and inches. Oh, my. Okay. Well, there you go. Hanson comes in the game.
You've got pretty good vision to see that from clear over here on this far sideline.
Well, I see things sometimes others don't. And if I don't, I make it up.
I was just going to say that's because it's fabricated.
Here we go. Quarterback in the shotgun to be Hanson. A transfer from down up in Idaho as folks move back. And pow, and look at that run. Oh, man.
That's Elmore.
Elmore just put his head down and ran over a couple of guys. Good run by Elmore. So Hanson coming to the line again. See what the play's going to be. And number 13 in the game. Who's 13?
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
A freshman. That's Dakota's little brother.
Well, he's got to be tough. He's Dakota's little brother, doesn't he?
Yeah, buddy.
Got to be tough. Thompson in at fullback. So Johnson might get a run the ball here. Goes in motion. Sets up. Takes one out. Hold it over to Thompson. Thompson has a nice catch and out for about 4 or 5 yard gain, I'd say.
It was an interesting play call, a little pass.
Yeah, just a quick pass, get it up to the fullback, nobody thinking about it.
About a 4-yard reception there for Thompson.
I like that. That gives Hanson a chance to throw the ball. We're going to get a timeout here. So we're going to take a 30-second timeout as the Red Devils put something up there, and we'll see what they do. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 97.1 KCYM Radio. And it is the Devils on top. Should come away big winner tonight, 35-17. We've got 1:32 to go. And the Red Devils are coming out. Got 2nd down and about 6. Ball's on the far side of the football field.
Now you got Thompson at tailback.
Thompson at tailback. Hanson at quarterback. Whole new regime back there. Hand the ball to Thompson. Thompson around the right side. Thompson, he runs hard, gets a 1st down, and then some. I like how hard he runs.
Yeah, he's a good hard runner. He picked up about 8 on that carry.
He's got decent speed, and he's not afraid to mix it up. Number 83 is going to come into the game.
That's Lucas Crane.
Lucas Crane is a senior. He's a special needs kid.
On it.
Watching the clock, it's 1:04 and going. And Hanson's going to kneel it. We are now in the official victory formation. And so that's going to wrap it for the Red Devils.
Probably going to have to run at least one more play.
One more play for sure. So a good job by the Devils tonight. Looked a little tough in the first half. Got on track second half and made it. But they're going to have their hands full against the #1 team in the state next week, South Summit.
No doubt about it. But hey, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
Got to beat them all to get to the big dance, boys. That's how it is. And so it'll be fun to watch the Devils come out next week. Bruised, battered, and a little injured, but hey, guess what? They're playing decent football. And they did a good job tonight. And Hanson will kneel on that one. And that will end the football game as the Devils beat the Eagles from Miller County 35-17.